So here's the moment that everybody's been waiting for, the eye surgery story. So you had to cancel shows, and I know we were texting, but I didn't really find out what it was. You just told me you had eye surgery, but what's
Well,
wrong?
here's the thing. In 2012, I was doing a play in New York, and I used to do this bit in the play where I'd hit myself in the head with a trash can lid. And one night during the play, I injured my eye. Not really badly, but I had to go and see a doctor, and he gave me some things, and he said, look, over time it will heal. And it did. And then for some reason, about a year ago, it flared up again, this sort of little scratch on my eyeball. So I've been seeing doctors a lot. I don't know if you remember, there was a big thing on the internet where someone filmed me and Justin Bieber doing a carpool karaoke, and we were being towed by a truck, and people said it was a disgrace that I didn't really drive. Well, the reason I didn't drive that day was because my eye was really hurting, and we were worried it wouldn't be safe. So anyway, I've been looking after it, and then about, a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that, I woke up and I couldn't open my eye, and which meant I couldn't open either of my eyes, because if you try and open anyway, I couldn't do that because you're gonna squeeze. It just hurt. So I had to find the phone. Look how bad my eye is there. Terrible. So that was it after it had been fixed.
That's not good.
So I had to go along in the dark trying to find my phone, and then trying to find an Advil. And the doctor I've been speaking with, he said, look, I think we have to sort this out. I think this has been happening too many times. So we went to the surgery, and he had a mask and gloves and all those things. He wiped the whole thing down, and he took one look at my eye, and he said, we're going to operate on it now. And I said, but I've got a show at 5 p.m. And he said, no, you don't. He said, you don't have a show till the earliest next week. You've got to do this right now. So right there and then, which I was quite grateful for, actually, because I didn't have time to dread it, they just did it. And like, it's the strangest thing, because you're awake, but it's numb, so you can't feel anything. But all the time I just kept going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And that was it. So hopefully, touch wood, it's better, but we'll see.
So you were awake while they were doing something to your eyeball?
Yeah, you're completely awake. They like clamp your eye open like a Clockwork Orange, and then you can see what they're doing, but you can't feel it because it's numb.
So basically, you're saying that it was a horrible experience, and nobody needs to know the details of what happened to your eye. So we'll leave it at that.
This is daytime. A daytime audience don't need to know about my eye surgery. That's what I... Tweet me if you really want to know.
All right. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about the challenge that you have, the shirt off shootout challenge, and explain what it is, because I want Andy to participate and raise some money.
Oh, this will be good. So we set out a call to the NBA we thought basketball's not on, but basketball players still want to play basketball. So what they have to do is throw from 10 feet away, throw as many clothes as they can into their laundry basket. The only rule is they can only throw clothes that they're wearing. So you've got 45 seconds, and you can only throw clothes that you're wearing. So I sent this video out, and we didn't know if anyone was going to respond. And then we started getting videos from, well, I've got the leaderboard here in our studio. So we have videos from Stephen Curry, sent one in, Dwayne Wade, JaVale McGee, Boban, so many players, Gordon Hayward, Gallo. And so for every basket, every item of clothing they get in the basket, we will give $100 for every item of clothing to feed the children, which they then generate. So for every dollar that's donated to them, they will provide $7 worth of food to children who predominantly rely on school meals for all of their nutrition. And so far, we've raised, I think, well over $100,000 worth of food, and we're going to keep going.
All right, well, that's great. And Feed the Children is fantastic. There are so many people in need right now, so we want to help with that. Andy, I left a bag of clothes out there in the bushes. So during the commercial, you're going to put on as much as you possibly can, and when we come back, we are going to see how many you can make in a basket 10 feet away from you.
Because of all the time I've spent in the NBA?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
that makes sense.
All right. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Andy. Ellen asked me to remind you to subscribe to her channel so you can see more awesome videos, like videos of me getting scared or saying embarrassing things, like ball peen hammer, and also some videos of Ellen and other celebrities, if you're into that sort of thing. God!